When it comes to making corporate events truly unforgettable, there's one name you can trust: Style City Music, Incorporated. Our journey began with a vision to transform corporate events into unforgettable experiences that captivate, engage, and inspire. Our dedicated experts will work with you every step of the way. From cutting-edge audio-visual solutions to seamless event production, we're committed to delivering excellence at every step. Elevate your corporate events with Style City Music. Your success is our business. Style City Music, where every event rocks.
Hey, so excuse the fan noise. It is hot in Florida, but I'm gonna use my podium mic, so it should be good. So what I'm looking at today, I just got in the Blackmagic micro camera control unit. So I want to check it out and see how this thing works. So this is what we're looking at here. Let's go to. So there you have it. That is the micro camera control unit. So right now I've got it set up with the let's go here. What do we have here? All right, little better view. So right now in my top left, you see the close up on the camera control. You also have my Blackmagic Ursa broadcast G2 cameras in the bottom left and right. And then I'm just filming this with my red Scarlet, which is in my right corner, top right. So if you look at these two cameras, they're behind me. They're just pointed at the wall. One zoomed in a little closer. If you kind of look at the screen here, what I like about this is not only can I see, so I've got my output 9. I'm running out my camera controls so I can see everything that's going on that screen. Let me switch to a close up of that screen. So with the screen, what's cool is if I hit camera 1, you'll see my camera 1 feed pop up on the screen. If I hit camera 2, you'll see my camera 2 feed pop on the screen. Camera 3 is actually plugged into 6, and camera 4 is plugged into 7. So that's my cameras. 1, 2 are the ones I'm really concerned with, because this is the whole reason I bought the Blackmagic, was so that I would be able to not have to buy a separate CCU unit. So what this does that's kind of cool, and we'll bring up, well, since I've got camera 1 up, we'll look at camera 1. So you can kind of see with the control here, I can close the iris, I can open the iris. I can also adjust my black levels. So now it's washed out. A little more black, too black. Uh, 0 is fine for this. Just wanted you to see how the controls work. But what's really cool with this, if I look at my screen, so the reason I use this is because this has my vector scopes. So now I'm looking at camera 1 on the vector scope. Now I'm going to make it really red so you can see how the line is pushing towards red. Um, with my control here, I can dial this down, dial this down. Actually, let me go full screen so you can see this better. So I'm super red, super red. But now I'm gonna kind of make this. Oh, and I guess so. I'm using my scope, so I can paint, I can do my color correction. I'm gonna go back to the 4 camera feeds so you can see what's actually happening. So if you look at the bottom left, this is camera 1. I'm taking red out, more red in. Now it's too red. Probably right there is dialed in. I can make this camera a little brighter. And so I got control over my blues. Blue actually looks pretty good. Greens, don't really need to mess with that. It's really the red that needed to be dialed back some. And one thing I didn't show in here is I do have this gained. So I'm not using lights on my subject. So I can control my gain from here for each camera. Uh, what else can this thing do? It does a lot of stuff. So we looked at the black levels. Let's look at so if I look at the histogram, you can see how the black level is shifting. So really what this is for is just so we have, go back to video, shows me what camera I'm looking at. So now I'm going to look at camera 2. And same thing. So now I've got control over camera 2. I can iris down, iris up, try to match my other camera. Same thing if I go in and look at my vector scope. I can see how my reds look. Can dial it back. A little more to the blue. So now I can really match my cameras, have a little more control on shows. Again, black level. So this was literally the entire reason I switched over to using the Blackmagic Ursa Broadcast G2s, was so that I didn't have to buy a separate CCU unit. You could control everything from this unit. And within the software, everything works together. It's just a really robust system. Crazy thing is I can even control the camera's zoom from directly from the switcher. So I just like it because it's just a lot of really cool things you can do with this particular thing. I do advise if you're setting this up for the first time, you need to load version 9.83 of the ATEM software, which includes an update for this. It's going to run a firmware update. It's going to let you calibrate the unit, and then everything should work. But these are one of the first ones to hit the market. But again, just wanted to let you guys see what we have going on and what we're doing here. Now we can go back to camera 3. Ah, there you go. So you see the Ursa broadcast in the background. So have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. And that's the new micro camera control unit. One world, one love.